Alright. Gonna hop back on it. I couldn't really figure out what to, like, I was bored, and it's still a little while before I get supper and everything. So I was like, you know what? Let's hop on these DLCs. See how they are.
Nice work with.
We probably should have watched it. Well, we watched a little bit of it in the last stream.
Jensen! Oh, good. I'm glad I caught you. Remember that bombing you were in?
Are you trying to be funny?
No. What am I saying? Of course you do. I am seriously out of shape. I just sprinted the whole way here and,
Try and get to the point.
Right. You know the corrupted footage from the train station? The distorted images that pointed us in the direction of Ark?
What about it?
There's a woman who works at Ruzicka Station. Apparently, she's been trying to get in touch with Interpol. She says she has info on the security footage and wants to meet someone about it.
Seems like something we should have known about earlier. What's Miller saying about this?
Miller's not saying anything, because I didn't talk to him about it, yet.
We keeping things from the bosses now, Chang?
Only the ones who keep things from us. This woman, she sounded jumpy to me. If she knows who the bomber was... Jensen, something tells me you should try getting to her before anybody else does.
Where is she?
Waiting in the back alley on Stur Street. Her name is Pavla Kilmanovic.
Alright, I'll see what she knows.
I don't think I've ever played this, and I had the...
Pavla Kilmanovic?
I got... This was a pre-order mission for the
You are
game.
augmented.
And I got it.
I don't think they sent... Yes, I am.
I don't think I ever got
You
around
are
to
with
playing.
Interpol, yes?
At the moment. I'm told you have information on the train station attack.
Yes. No. Maybe. I work there, at Ruzicka Station in surveillance room. I was not there when bombs blow up. My shift did not started yet. But I am on my way, and when I hear explosions, I must go to see, to find out if my colleagues... There is so much devastation.
I know. I was there. Take your time.
It is horrible. Everything's so chaotic. When men from Tarvos arrive, it's hard for me to think straight.
Tarvos? The private security company?
He say he is part of investigation, and I believe him. I give him code to Intellicam server room. I know maybe I should not, but he seems so like police, I think. He do something to corrupt the data.
What did he look like? Did you get a name?
No, he not give me one. And to tell you truth, once I see uniform, I not look closer. He look like soldier to me. British soldier.
You're saying that because he had an accent?
Yes. How you know that?
I've been a cop a long time. How long after the explosions did this Tarvos soldier show up?
I not remember. Before police. I tell you everything I know. You must go now.
Hey, it's okay. We're just having a friendly conversation here. You're spooked about something, I can tell. But I'm not the police. Anything you say to me won't be used against you.
I thought...
It's okay. Go on.
I thought he just making a copy. For records. But then we see real police coming and he grabbed me. Give me credit chip. It is enough to help many victims of bombings. Many of my colleagues. But when I try to give it to them, they say no. And tell me to call Interpol.
So that's why you didn't speak up sooner. Because he bribed you.
You will arrest me now?
I told you I'm not the police. And I'm hoping you'll remember something more if I let you go.
There is no more. But I promise, I call Interpol again if I think of something. Thank you.
Chang, I spoke to Pavlik Ilmanovic. Looks like someone from Tarvos got access to Ruzika's and Telecam servers before the police.
Tarvos? What? You think they corrupted it? Why? Why would they do that, Jensen? I mean, I can't just call up Mr. Tarvos and ask, you know?
Leave the asking to me. They have a regional office in Prague, right?
Yeah, at Terminal Station. You need to take the metro to get there.
I'll let you know what I find out.
Oh, wait, Jensen. Terminal Station is on lockdown. Reports for why haven't come in yet, but let me work my magic. There. Just gave you access to a train. You should be able to get there with no problem now.
Wow, this is on rails. It is supposed to be a fairly short mission, though, from what I understand.
Hey, how did you get through the lockdown? No trains are supposed to stop here.
I'm with Interpol. I need to speak with someone in the Tarvos offices.
Well, I'm sorry, but there's a bomb scare going on outside. My lieutenant gave me strict orders not to let anyone through. You'll have to turn around or wait it out. Either way, I have a post to maintain.
Nice work with the train, Chang, but we got another problem.
Okay, yeah, I can change outfits. We'll rock classic stuff for now.
The lockdown here is due to a bomb scare. We can't get into Tarvos until it's resolved.
15 praxis, okay. We'll build for like stealth and hacking just because why not?
There's another way. I've been to that office before. They're in the middle of building an access area connected to the station. But if you use it...
I'll be breaking into the offices of a security company. Think they'll thank me for identifying flaws in their defenses?
Yeah, probably not. Especially if they're trying to cover up any involvement with ARC.
I'll
Access
reconnect when I reach the
granted.
command center. Jensen out.
Wow, talk about us, dude. Ah, I should have got the jumping arc, but that's fine.
Where's Longworth?
Up in the building, still pretending to look busy.
Since this lockdown is on hold, everything's officially in mission.
I'm not sure.
Probably better if we just went silent. Cover our asses until the LT gives the all clear.
Fine by me.
Service advisory. A security lockdown is in effect. Please follow the evacuation instructions given by the station attendants. We sincerely apologize.
detected. Trace access granted.
Služební hlášení. Metro bylo z bezpečnosti.
The turret in the maintenance corridor is operational.
Because this is gonna show me a way I could have taken it out. Alright, so I'll take it. Oh yeah, how cute.
You?
Yeah, you'll see.
All right then, rookie. You.
Access granted.
Ooh, hello. Nothing he could do. Okay. I guess this activates the ladder. Oh. I didn't even have to go through all that. How cool.
Yes, I'm coming. What could that be?
I was talking about some serious shit. So let's keep going. Now that Sarah knew this was
Ow. Oh, I can craft a lot of. I can craft nothing.
Saw something. I'll check it out.
Let me see nothing.
Will you relax? We were following orders. We didn't do anything wrong. You know what? Hey, what are you doing? We don't need them. You don't need them. Alright, you stay there. I'm not sure. We were just following orders. We'll be fine.
How dare they unlock it? They know I need to get in there.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program access granted.
Well, this is about to get interesting, ain't it? Praxis kit. You don't find a lot of those out in a while. Might as well finish up on the hacking, eh?
Chang, I'm at the command center.
Good timing. Miss Kilmanovic called again. Said the Tarvos officer had a high-tech device on him. The kind you'd need a request email and the lieutenant's blessing to use.
That means an order may have come from the top. I'll see what I can find out in the lieutenant's office.
His name's Whitaker, and if I'm right, his office will be up on the mezzanine.
Because the offices are always up on the mezzanine.
This is Lieutenant Whitaker. These are trying times.
He wouldn't be a lieutenant if his office was not on the
Something
mezzanine.
that may turn out to be a terrorist bomb. I expect everyone to do their best during this lockdown. This means total commitment to Darwin.
Come!
And your fellow officers. And me.
I heard something.
Carry on.
No, you didn't, son. Always use the vents.
The 1637 wasn't worth it then, and it's not worth it now.
We used it over at the Blade last week. It's flawless.
It works. Why would we use something that's dependent on Corsair 12? That's just mental. It hasn't been fully tested. How long is this going to take?
Not much perfection.
Fine.
Oh, this is the blade. We go there in System Root.
It is a pleasure to speak with you, Doctor. What do you feel?
All units move to the point. No. Hold. No. Go.
I remember too. Yes. Of course. I'm sorry, sis. I've done absolutely everything in my power to keep you.
Lieutenant Whitaker?
I have to go. Something's come up.
Who are you? How did you get into my office?
I'm with Interpol. We have reason to believe someone from Tarvos Security Services tampered with evidence at Ruzicka Station shortly after the terrorist attack occurred. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Interpol? What the hell are you talking about? How dare you accuse Tarvos of collaborating with terrorists?
I'm not accusing Tarvos of anything, yet. I came in here off the record to avoid making things more complicated.
I suppose I should appreciate that. But we're in the business of protecting things, Agent. Not covering them up.
Yeah, for sure.
Listen, Lieutenant. You're either towing the company line or you're hiding something. Either way, there's been a terrorist attack, and Interpol needs to get to the bottom of it. Help me do that, and I promise, if someone here was involved, I'll do everything in my power to ensure it doesn't come down the wrong way.
That's generous of you. But I've already told you, I'm not hiding anything. You can't just break in here in the middle of a lockdown situation and start pointing fingers. Now get out of here the same way you came in. Oh, and Agent, if you ever step foot in this office again without proper approval or actual evidence of wrongdoing, I'll turn you into a ghost. Do I make myself clear?
I may have come in here unannounced, Whitaker, but this attitude of yours is starting to make you look guilty.
Anyone here is guilty of anything. It's you for trespassing. You bastard.
Chang, talking to Whitaker is not an option. I'm gonna search his office, see what I can find.
Okay, Jensen.
Two practices available. Definitely some battery stuff.
Access granted.
Reported doctors for AUGs. Here's our first accident slash incident with these people. Code change request 4826. Here's the report. This one's from Wallace. One employee internal augment.
Melissa, I don't have time for this. The goddamn train station's on fire.
I know. Your brother-in-law's the one who did it.
What?
I told you Ark was trying to recruit him. When the police find out it was Ivan, they'll come for me.
I can fix this. They've covered up things caught on camera before.
What?
Yeah, but they haven't access to stations telling them data yet. I have to go. I have to do this now. I'll call you, Mel. I promise.
Why would you keep that?
Chang, make sure there's a metro train available for me at Terminal Station.
Did you find out who corrupted the footage?
I did better than that. I'll fill you in on the details back at HQ.
Like, why would you even, you know? Like, you know, like, even for like, it helps nobody, least of all yourself. Wonder. Okay, yeah, I can. Seems like such a useless thing to keep, like, documentation of. Like, hey, you know what would be smart? To keep blackmail of myself in my safe. Because there is absolutely zero way that that can backfire on me. Trust me. It can only be beneficial to keep the crime, to keep the evidence of the crime that I did with me at all times. Makes absolute golden sense.
Quality, Jim. That's quality. Great. No, around.
Step back. A devastating blow against basic
Justice warriors fail to see the bigger picture.
I'm going to pretend that I didn't just hear Talos Rucker or whatever his face say the word social justice warrior. Fuck is this 2014? I mean, actually, to be fair to this game, that was essentially still the culture when this game was released.
Want to check that out?
I'll check on that noise.
Okay, I wonder if it'll kill this guy.
Can he guarantee the safe passage of a sufficient supply of drugs and medicines between enslaved?
Yeah. Oh, he'll go.
Služební hlášení. Metro bylo z bezpečnostních důvodů uzavřeno. Postupujte prosím podle evakuačních pokynů staniční obsluhy či hlavního provozu. Za komplikace se hluboce omlouvám.
Primary has 19 all!
That magnum in the back of his head didn't do him in? Okay.
We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience.
Chang,
We got here quick. So let's have it, Jensen. Who's our bomber, and how the hell is Tarvos involved?
I found a recording of Whitaker and his sister. Her husband was recently recruited into ARC. He's the one who carried out the bombing. Probably just a pawn in all this. Someone who was easy to influence. Anyway, the lieutenant corrupted the footage to protect his sister from any backlash.
Thanks, Jensen. But what happened in there? Tarvos reported a break-in and casualties.
I did what I had to do to get answers.
What do you want me to do? Also, wow, that was short. I didn't want to like quit the game whatever. Alright, so that's wrapped up. I mean, we didn't technically finish it because we quit out of it. I'll consider that wrapped up. Let's do System Rift.
It's been a heck of a game so far. We're in the bottom of the ninth with 2 outs, an 0-2 count rest on Detroit. Here comes the pitch. Fouled off, chased a wide one. 1-2 is the count. Detroit's game-winning run sits on third after pulling off a play for the history books. A risky double steal. Nobody's been able to swipe a bag from this defensive powerhouse all season, but Detroit has cracked their code. The runner on third is taking a generous lead off the bag. The pitcher throws over. It's bobbled! Runner's making a break for home. It's gonna be close. He's...
Good evening.
Francis?
Am I, interrupting something, Jensen?
How'd you know where to find me?
I know you like to think you're off the grid these days, but I am the one who programmed your Infolink's GPL tracker.
Back when I used to work for Sarif. We don't work for Sarif anymore, Francis.
Be that as it
And
may.
I distinctly remember telling you never to ping my location again.
Except in an emergency. That's how I remember you saying it. A year ago, when the rest of the world thought you were dead and I helped you get out of Alaska, in fact, I seem to recall you adding, and I quote here, "I really owe you one, Pritchard."
I don't recall saying it quite like that.
Well, it just so happens there's something in Prague that I need your help with. Tonight.
Kind of busy.
Investigating TF-29, I know. But if you help me with this, we're even. I promise.
Fine. What do you need?
I've been hired to vet a company. A freelance job. Someone in Prague was helping me, but, he's gone radio silent.
You mean he stopped taking your calls?
I tracked the GPL signal on his phone to a bar named Zatopek. Now, I don't know if he's alive or dead. He could have been robbed or decided to get drunk. The only thing I know for sure is that he is jeopardizing my assignment.
Why do I get the feeling you're doing more than just vetting a company?
He goes by the name Slaw. I need you to find out what happened to him.
Send me the address of the bar.
Sure, but...
System Rift is a little bit bigger. I think it's... I don't know how long... I know the Criminal Pass is the longest one, but we'll see how long this one is. Yeah, we'll do essentially the same thing I had last time.
Jensen, as I tried to tell you before you cut me off, you need to be careful. Zatopek Bar is in a pocket of Prague that doesn't take kindly to augmented people. An alley off Klimova Street. They're known to get violent there.
Are you warning me because you're concerned for my well-being, or because you need me for this job?
Just watch yourself, Jensen.
God, this game is so good.
Stop right there, Hanser. I need to see your papers.
This doesn't look like a checkpoint, and you don't exactly look like a police officer.
And you do not look like someone who is going to pull out a guitar to sing songs about peace and love. Papers, now!
Look, civilian, I'm on official Interpol business, and I need to speak to someone in the bar, Zatopek.
And I want to live in a world where all Hansers are dead. Looks like we are both going to have to wait for what we want. Now fuck off. This is an OG-free zone, and we will shoot any OG who enters, even the ones who claim to be working for Interpol. Tell your boss to send someone who is not a Hanser. I told you, your kind is not welcome.
Intense.
Anomaly
Should have gotten
detected.
taxes though.
Trace access granted.
I finished the whole thing. Did someone pay you to do that? No. An ex-girlfriend made me read it.
I'm telling you, if that augmented pickpocket ever shook...
Here I was thinking I had it all played down. Alright. Fucking how now, Baldy?
I'm not talking to anyone with a weapon in my face.
Excuse me.
You have some set of balls, Clank. How the fuck did you get in here?
This is how you greet all potential customers?
You are not a customer. You are just a walking kitchen appliance.
You might want to rethink that statement. I'm with Interpol, and I'm looking for someone who's a regular here.
Interpol, huh? They giving your kind badges now? I have several regulars. Maybe you can be more specific.
He goes by the name Slaw.
Yeah, I know him. If he's still here, he's downstairs. After you're done, whatever business you have with him, get the fuck out.
Motherfucker. What do you think of that?
Hey! I am watching that.
Due to their involvement in an ongoing securities fraud investigation.
Oh, you are in the wrong bar, Og.
I'm looking for someone named Slaw.
This be me. But I no do business with robots.
I'm here on behalf of someone you know from Detroit.
Kurva, he sent the robot. I told him I no do job. He no listen. Here, take this and go. It worthless now. It be flight missing and no can be reprogrammed. It open nothing now.
Wait a minute, back up. What are you talking about? What is this?
That is Palisade passport. It be combination employee card and VPN key. It let your boss make remote connection to protected servers inside Palisade Blade.
He needed a virtual private network key for a vetting job.
Vetting? I don't know what this means. The job be more like heist of most secure corporate archiving bank in world. He bade me to go inside server room and make connections so he can look at files using passport.
Yeah, I see. And how were you supposed to get inside the bank?
I worked there. With clean passport, I go places inside. But if I go to wrong place, all the robots and guards come kill me. I don't want it to be die like Simona Saridakis.
Who?
She be first engineer killed inside. The Blade make update to defense system and... Wait. He getted you to do job for him? Ha! If you are human, I try stop you. Blade is death trap and I care for human life. But, because you a dirty robot, I say go. Do it. Kill yourself. At the end of day, no one will care.
Listen, bud. If you don't change your attitude, your next words will be your last.
Kurva! Okay, relax. If you have questions, ask them. If no, get lost. I have to go back to work soon.
You said this passport is flagged. Can it be unflagged?
You know what? I think if we look up this thing's ancestors, it'd be your half-cousin. Like you're from the same family, understand? Robot, please. Even you find it funny, no?
I don't find anything about you or this neighborhood funny.
Okay, I stop now. Speak truth. No, it no can be unflagged. Encryption on passport was made by the Blade's CTO, Mr. Oshiro. He is genius. He's only person in world who can reprogram it.
You said someone died in there. What happened?
What do you think happened? Building has secrets for people who run world. They kill people to make sure secrets stay secrets. Saridaki's going to place she's not allowed. Updated defenses kill her.
Where did she try to go?
Who knows? Corporate servers are in separate chambers. Each one is protected by lasers, sensors, turrets, and what is the word? Sentries. Yes, drones, sentries, and more.
I take it my boss was paying you a lot of money for this job. What made you back out at the last minute?
Defense system was updated and co-worker, Mr. Kinney, was almost killed. They said security robot malfunctioned, but I don't believe them. I think he got too close to servers.
So you got scared?
It'd be too much risky for me to use passport now. They know it's gone, and if I use it, I don't want to lose job, go to prison, or die for asshole in Detroit. I no scared, I smart.
You're not trying to set me up, are you? You gave up the passport pretty fast.
Relax. An open GPL signal is too vulnerable, and Palisade never no take that chance. Passport is only dangerous if you use it at the Blade now. Security be rained down like Zeus taking massive shit off Mount Olympics. Understand?
Yeah, I get it.
Good. Then goodbye. I have to get back to work soon.
Pritchard, I found Stahl.
About that.
You backed out of your little heist.
Heist? Jensen, you understand he's being dramatic, right? Nothing's being stolen. Did he give you anything?
Yeah, something called a passport. I'll drop it in the mail for you.
Don't, Jensen! Look, there's a Converse Cafe. Being built in your area, near the shoreline. Get inside, activate their holographic system, and I'll explain everything.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
You didn't see nothing.
That was fast. What'd you do? Chuck a grenade and never look back?
Let's cut the small talk, Pritchard. What exactly have you gotten yourself into?
It's not as bad as you think. My client, that freelance job that I told you about.
Go on.
You've heard of the Santo Group, haven't you? The European mega corporation that built...
The Utilec Complex, Prague's Hog Ghetto. Yeah, I've heard of them.
Then you probably know they're building another complex for Augs in Oman. Only this one's a city, and it's being hailed as a desert paradise.
I'm up on current events, Francis.
Well, my client is considering a partnership with Santo. But before going all in, he wants to know two things. Is Rabia feasible? And is the mysterious group that you're trying to stop also involved with the plan?
From the Illuminati?
Thought that might grab your attention. To know for sure, though, I need to get a look at some digital files stored inside the Palisade Blade. On servers leased to Santo. Slaw and his passport were going to help me do it, until he chickened out. So you see, Jensen, I really don't intend to steal anything. At least not on my own.
You're right. This isn't a bank heist. It's corporate espionage. The kind of thing your client used to pay us to prevent.
I never said David Sarin.
You didn't have to.
Fine. I'm sure Sarif would be willing to pay you too, if that's what you want. But I would have thought you'd do it on principle. You are the one who's obsessed with elites and their secrets.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just that the Palisade Blade is so full of them. Its owners are willing to kill to keep people out. I'm sure Slaw mentioned the defenses.
He might have said something.
The grounds and offices are patrolled by Tarva security services. And wherever the human guards don't go, there are automated defenses. The best automated defenses money can buy. Anyone detected in an unauthorized zone risks getting killed on the spot, as several employees have discovered.
Pritchard, your plans to infiltrate the Blade have been derailed. Your inside man dropped out. And the passport he stole for you is useless. It can't be reprogrammed.
Slaw's knowledge of the hacking world is limited. There's maybe 50 people out there who can reprogram it. I'm one of them, of course.
Of course.
But another one is much closer to you. A friend and fellow hacker who goes by the handle Shadow Child. She knows me as Nuclear Snake.
Why do I feel like I'm in the middle of a bad screenplay you've written?
Okay, look. I can tell you're still on the fence about this. Just bring Shadow Child the passport, and if you really don't want to go any further, I'll find somebody else. Please?
Hey, Nuclear Snake. Who exactly is this Shadow Child?
I don't know exactly. She's a legendary hacker who's been at it for as long as I have. Maybe longer. We've known each other for years through online chats.
Right. Do you trust her?
Do I trust anyone? She's helped me out with a few technical glitches in the past. Her code is solid. And very few hackers in the world know as much as she does about the Blade's inner workings.
Alright, fine. Give me her address.
Apartment 3A at 33 Klimova. It's just minutes away from your current location. You won't regret this.
I already do.
I'll let her know you're coming. But seriously, think about this opportunity, Jensen. Getting in the Blade could result in a mother lode of information on the people you are really after.
We'll see.
Yeah, I gotta get out of here though.
This area is clear.
Position.
I don't have time for anything, sorry.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Pritchard, I thought you told your friend I was coming.
I did.
Well, I'm in her apartment, but nobody seems to be home.
That doesn't make any sense. I can see she's online right now. She has to be there somewhere. Keep looking.
Just standing by and letting the most evil biotech company in the world become a monopoly that's in control of the most dangerous weapons on the planet. That the factory line team of technology.
Anomaly detected. Trace probe access granted.
Listening to binaural beats.
I wouldn't move right now if I were you. Mr. Jensen.
Shadow Child.
Lucky for you, Nuclear Snake told me you were coming. Though clearly you're much more skilled than he led me to believe.
Clearly he left out a few details about you, too.
So, you need my help reprogramming something. Something that is supposed to be both time-sensitive and very exciting. Are you joking me?
I take it you know what this does.
You're making a run for the blade? Nuclear Snake must be working for someone with really deep pockets.
It's been flagged as missing. Can you reprogram the security codes?
Can I reprogram it? There are only 10 hackers in the world who can, and I'm 2 of them. This is going to take a few minutes. You can wait outside.
Right.
Here you go. 1 healthy passport. You do realize this little thing is impossible to get a hold of outside of the Blades. I would love to know how you did it.
It didn't take long to reprogram it. You sure it'll work?
I've been coding since I was 6, Mr. Jensen. I know what I'm doing. But, just to be sure, I tested it against the latest version of the Blade's keycard security program. It'll get you inside all right. Deeper inside than just the front lobby, so long as no one working there spots you.
Never said I was going in.
Then why ask me to reprogram it? Look, I am not a casual hacker. It's my passion and my business. Hacking into the Blades, well, that's a challenge no Ripper's been able to beat. Something tells me you and Nuclear Snake might finally do it. So why not let me help?
You seem pretty eager. And judging by those camera feeds I saw on your monitors, a bit fixated on the Blades. Why?
Because information is power, Mr. Jensen. Governments, megacorporations, and the ultra-rich know this better than anyone. Before the blades were built, people could force them to be transparent. Get a court order, file injunctions, and when all else failed, hire rippers like me to hack a server and release their secrets anonymously on the internet.
Ripper? That's what we're calling hackers these days?
The Ripper!
A very skilled, very specialized kind of hacker. Regardless,
The Ripper.
fear of getting found out kept many a would-be powermonger in check. Not anymore. Now, any company, politician, trillionaire or zillionaire with a vault in the blade sleeps comfortably, knowing Masaki Oshiro is protecting them.
So you're a hacker with a cause. Got it.
I'm more than that. I saw the malware you hid on that passport.
What malware? I didn't hide anything.
Then whoever stole it for Nuclear Snake put it on the device for him. Either way, it's a fine piece of code. But it will only work if you actually get inside the server chamber and plug into it. I've studied the blade. I know a lot about its defenses.
While you were in Detroit, I studied the blade.
I want to know more about this malware you found. What's it do?
Creates a temporary backdoor through the blade's lava wall. Far as I can tell, it will embed itself on a server as soon as you plug the passport in. Reapers have been trying to punch their way through that lava wall for years. But all this time, we've been looking for weaknesses from outside the system. Nuclear Snake's trying a different approach.
You sure he wrote it?
Like I said, it's a fine piece of code. I recognize his signature. But ask him yourself if you want to be sure.
I'll keep that in mind, should I decide to go any further with this. Right now, it's best you assume that I won't.
My lips are sealed. I know how dangerous this is, and I don't want to end up another one of Oshiro's tragic accidents.
Meaning?
Just do a little digging. You'll find out. Simona Saridakis, all the Rippers who died. The Palisade Bank will stop at nothing to protect its secrets. And until someone gets inside and uncovers the truth, they'll continue to get away with it.
I need to get going. Our mutual friend will be checking in any minute now.
Say hi to Nukes for me. And, in case you do go in, maybe you could put this on Leona Rosolova's desk. She's the head of engineering inside the Blade. Her office is on the 3rd floor.
I'll take it, but I can't make any promises, since technically I'm not going in.
Uh-huh. And now you should be on your way. I reprogrammed the passport in half the time it would have taken our mutual friend to do it, but even so, he's not a patient guy. Be careful in there, Mr. Jensen. Some of those server chambers are equipped with next-gen heat sensors. They'll detect body heat even if your cloaking hog is active.
Who says I have a cloaking hog?
Who said you're going in? Call me if you get into trouble.
Pritchard, I found Shadow Child. She reprogrammed the passport. And I guess I'm doing this.
It won't be easy, you know. It's a big facility with tons of server chambers. If you're thinking about exploring every one of them, looking for clues...
You want my help or not? I'll reconnect when I'm inside the Blade. Jensen out.
Ooh. That's unfortunate.
Hey, you! You don't look like you are from around here.
And what truth is that?
The billionaires who own it killed my wife in there.
Several times, actually.
Good. The more you hear, the better. Because Palisade spent millions to bury the truth. There was no investigation of the crime scene. No real justice for my family. Simona worked there for years, and they called her a thief. Then they used her dead body to promote their security features.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mr. Saridakis, but unfortunately, I have to get going.
Of course you do. You think I am just a grieving widower who can't accept his loss, so go! Yes.
I assume when you say the billionaires, you mean the Palisades founders. Why do you hold them responsible?
On the day she died, Simona said she found something strange that involved her boss. Masaki Yoshiro. She wanted to tell me more, but I was upset. We'd had a fight, and I wasn't ready to listen. I told her to tell me after work, but she never came home.
Did you tell the investigators what she said?
I did! They ignored me! They said it's not related to the investigation! They said my wife was a thief! She was not a thief!
I'm sorry you lost your wife, Mr. Saradakis. But you said there was no investigation after she died. Why not?
Privacy laws make it illegal for the police to go inside the computer rooms. That's where those billionaires said she was killed. So all the police could do was examine Simona's workstation and emails, look at Intellicam footage, and perform an autopsy.
Isn't that convenient?
Go on. What did the footage show?
Nothing! They showed Simona walking down some corridors and entering a computer room. But it did not show what happened inside. They said the security systems only kill someone if they walk in forbidden zones.
Why would Simona be inside the computer rooms? What was her job?
She was a senior engineer. She worked on the defensive systems.
So the traps that killed her, she would have known all about them.
Yes, exactly. She was working directly with Oshiro, helping him design security programs. He always gets credit for the lava wall, but much of it was her work too. So many years they worked together. Why would she steal? It makes no sense.
Unfortunately, I must be going. I'm sorry.
I understand. If you have a moment, please say a little prayer for my Simona.
Seems to have quieted down.
Alright, well, let's go in this bitch.
Move to patrol. Narrow.
Nothing.
I'm sorry, sir, but I do not see you on my list.
Might have something. Leaving post.
Shadow Child's code appears to have worked, Pritchard. I'm inside the blade.
Good. I was worried you might get sidetracked by some random civilian in need of a hero.
I had several enticing offers, but
I love how much they talk shit to each other back and forth.
Turn them all down just for you.
Oh, goody. According to construction record, the servers are located at the top of the blade's funicular, in numbered chambers. We'll have to figure out which one is Santa's.
A place like this must have a client registry.
If so, it would be in the CEO's office. She has an executive suite on the highest level of the atrium. I suggest you look there.
Oh, and it begins.
Attention all Palisade employees. This is a reminder that the newly installed bays for Targos security robots are currently active. We'd very much like to avoid a repeat of last week's incident, so we ask that you limit your movement to areas for which you have proper security clearance. Thank you. Have a pleasant evening.
How dystopian. Hi, bitch. Just gonna do this loud. wide eyes you have.
Temperature readings in server chamber area are within acceptable parameters. Cooling systems functioning normally.
It's a pleasure to speak with you too. Listen, I know things are saying we took the Restoration Act a step back.
Attention. The facility's exterior maintenance
Son of a
hatch is now
bitch.
closed.
Become impossible to cross. We need a timeout.
Hack this, I'll bet you.
Anomaly detected.
Without
Trace
getting
program
shot to
initiated.
death. Question, but I can't hack.
Access granted.
Okay. Now we're making the best place to get back.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Running diagnostics check.
If I had the Mario ledge, I'd have been able to get up
Water
there.
pressure
Thought I'd
registering
seen
within
something.
normal. Diagnostics
Shit.
Peek at their actual next.
Was that just Delara's model but with a different head? I think so.
Running diagnostics check in sector 114882. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Go pick up that security guard's pistol and just make my job a whole lot easier. Because I mean, what? It's the only gun in the game that you need, really.
Diagnostics check for telecommunications.
Jensen, have you found the executive suite yet?
This involves a little more than just typing on a keyboard, Francis. I'm working on it.
Well, work harder. According to my research, the suite was designed to be isolated from the rest of the atrium. I assume it's intended to provide even more privacy.
Which means an extra layer of defenses.
Exactly. So be careful. Pritchard out.
Running diagnostics check. Water temperature fluctuation is within acceptable parameters. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Well, that's a useless circle, now, isn't it? What's with all these boxes? I saw somebody sneaking in here. They just stack them. Jensen, why do your legs not work? You ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Jensen. You know what? Fuck you and your eyebrows. How about that? Well, if Jensen, without the leg augment, could jump higher than like a millimeter, that would be wonderful.
105 here.
Commencing diagnostics check.
What, you think he was going to tell on me or something? Not in my house. There's the funicular. Why do all cameras have the same weakness?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Field of vision. Like, put a fisheye lens on.
Access granted.
Running diagnostics check.
I shouldn't be able to sneak in under your camera like that.
Piping integrity stable.
I mean, I'm glad that I can. It makes my job easier, but like...
Diagnostic sequence complete.
Anomaly
For your own
detected.
sake, you know what I'm saying?
Trace program initiated.
It's gonna be close. Oh,
Access
there's...
denied.
Damn it. Holy crap.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Oh, that thing's quick, ain't it?
Running diagnostics check in sector 11759. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access.
Damn it.
Denied.
In Chile, they committed massive voting fraud when they rigged the electronic voting system and elected a 12-year-old boy as president. In Russia, hacked combat drones.
You have to hack her computer too.
And we at Palisade Property Bank have made a record.
You've been silent for some time, Jensen. Where are you?
Getting lonely, Francis. I'm at the funicular.
I see. So you found the client registry in the executive suite?
Not yet.
Are you insane? You'll be looking for the proverbial needle in a haystack without it. I strongly suggest you turn around.
Access granted.
There.
Running diagnostics check in sector 1148.
Pritchard. Looks like the bank's founders are buying and selling a lot of shell companies and masking the transactions.
Okay. How exactly does that help us locate Santos' server chamber?
I'm not doing this just for you and your client, Francis. Something else is going on here. I want to know what it is. Besides, I already found the location. Chamber 204.
Then why are you not in it yet? Take the funicular. It's the only way up.
Nah, you know what? I don't want to dawdle over much with the... Actually... Can't be that difficult.
Running diagnostics check in sector 11759. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Move to patrol.
Oh, you got me. Well, at least it's underwear.
Running diagnostics check. What?
Pritchard, looks like the bank's founders are buying and selling a lot of shell companies and masking the transactions.
Okay. How exactly does that help us locate Santos' server chamber?
I'm not doing this just for you and your client, Francis. Something else is going on here. I want to know what it is. Besides, I already found the location.
Then why are you not in it yet? Take the funicular.
Shadow Child, that thing you wanted me to do in the blade, it's done.
1 million thank yous. You know, Leona is the head engineer. You might find something useful on her computer. The password is trust no one, or at least it used to be.
Thanks.
Buona fortuna, Mr. Jensen. Ciao.
Oh, go check that now.
Confirmed on primary! White search!
No zero, primary neutralized. Confirm.
Pritchard, looks like the bank's founders are buying and selling a lot of shell companies and masking the transactions.
Okay. How exactly does that help us locate Santos' server chamber?
I'm not doing this just for you and your client, Francis. Something else is going on here. I want to know what it is. Besides, I already found the location. Chamber 204.
Then why are you not in it yet? Take the funicular. It's the only way up.
This is interesting, Pritchard.
What?
I found a log that says the vacuum defense system in the chamber where someone in South Pakistan might have been manually triggered.
Need I remind you that you're there to gain access to Santos' data, not play detective. I suggest you get a move on.
Shadow Child, the thing you wanted me to do.
1 million thank yous. You know, Leona is the head engineer.
Damn it.
Primary code 0.
You know what, we might just call it there just because I don't want to get too far into this because I don't think I can beat it in one stream, so, or I don't think I could finish this in one stream. So we'll just hold this for now. This will be a little stopgap episode. It'll have Desperate Messers. Start with System Rift, so we'll try and get System Rift wrapped up next. Try to get System Rift wrapped up next stream. Hopefully, maybe Criminal Past as well. Later.